So the word on the streets is the rapper who got killed with his baby got hit for $40,000 on the dice. He's known as the best gambler in Texas. He get hit for $40,000. Him and his little partner set up to get robbed and hit him for the $40,000. Weeks before he get killed. And you riding around the city with no pistol, no strap, no nothing. And your right-hand man is known for kicking up dust and killing people. Not only that, y'all done rolled off and robbed the Mexican plug, the Mexican cartel for 200 pounds of weed. And this Mexican cartel is a Mexican that is cold with it. But they don't want to talk about that. You got your baby killed. You got your baby killed.
But see, I agree with you on that part, but for me, and this is just my personal opinion, obviously we're two different people, my remorse for the child of a sinner and the child of a saint is the same.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm real enough to say, homie, if I don't know you, I'm not bothered by it. I watch the news all the time and see a kid that got killed and got shot. For a brief moment, you empathize as a parent. But once the news go off, man, I don't give a damn about that baby no more.
You know what's proof of that? Amber Alert.
There you go, homie.
Every time somebody's phone go off, Amber Alert, Amber Alert.
Man, they get mad at the Amber Alert.
Yeah. You know.
And not only that, homie, how many motherfuckers drive through the school zone texting and driving?
And I'll keep it 100, right? I was having I didn't know about this situation at all. I was having a conversation with Woody on a live, and he was telling me that he was bothered about a 5-year-old girl that had passed. I was telling him, regardless of any situation that we see in the 24 hours, right? We can't allow something to break us that we see on the news. We have to somehow remain positive and live our lives. There's people out there that throughout their days will turn on the news and see
here's my
death.
thing, homie. If you care so much about children, why did you go to jail on your own kids? If y'all care that much about kids, you went to jail on your own kids. You care so much about kids. You don't sit down and help your kids with their school homework when they get out of school. You leave for them to fend for themselves. You care so much about kids, but you don't wake up in the morning and make sure your children get breakfast, which is the most important meal of the day. You care so much about kids. You don't, as a father, you don't go pick your kids up like you supposed to, like the court order said, but you complain about child support. The court order says, at least in the state of Texas, you get your kids the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th of every month. The 1st week, the 3rd week, the 5th week of every month. You ain't adhering to that. Complaining about the child support. You care so much about kids. You and your baby mama don't even like each other, where y'all can't even get along for the best interest of your child, but you care about a kid you don't even know that got shot. Man, y'all miss me with the bullshit. And let me just say this, homie. I hear people say all the time, women and children have always been off limits. That's a goddamn lie. Homie, women and children have always been the casualties of the street shit. Always, homie. The cartel kill kids, kill women. The niggas go in, if you ain't done something, nigga, they'll hold your woman hostage. I know some that kidnapped a little sister and raped her from Texas to Arkansas. Shot her and buried in the woods. A little girl. I know a that was looking to kill my homeboy Joe Blow in the 90s when they was kids, and in the process killed a 5-year-old little boy. He's still a G, trying to do a drive-by. We forgot about the gang-banging era. How many innocent women and children were shot doing drive-bys, fighting at the high school basketball games? We can go back to 4 years ago when the baby got shot at Lenox Mall at Christmas time with her father. Didn't nobody have no outrage? But because it's a popular rapper, now it's outrage. Man, miss me with that bullshit. I don't care about nothing that ain't connected to me. And I'm just gonna be real. I wouldn't give a damn if the baby across the street died. I don't know my neighbors to care that much about them and the baby. That baby, and I got to pay rent next month. paying $15,000, $20,000 a month in bill. Man, f that baby. Y'all care about it. And one thing I noticed, when the family dropped the GoFundMe, that GoFundMe struggled to get to reach its goal. Mm-hmm. As many people that was sharing the video about this getting killed, they wasn't sharing their GoFundMe. They wasn't donating to their GoFundMe, so they can't care that much. So man, miss me with that bullshit.
I saw a lot of people coming to your defense about the way the mother of the child was on live smoking hookah, celebrating,
drinking Don Julio. That's that whole mama. That's that whole mama I be trying to educate the black culture about. Ain't nothing worse than the whole mama. The popping, the drunk whole mama, hip hop culture, that whole mama. That's the whole mama.
I saw a lot of people say, I could see, just based on that video, why the father had possession of the child. Her actions.
Homie, the father was a player type. I can't take that from him. He was a player type. But his little group was some gangster killing little. And they been warned in the city for at least 10 years. I first went to the school district about this group. I've been fighting with these little boys. I've been fighting with these boys since they were teenagers. I've been fighting with the school district. I've been fighting with the police, and I've been fighting with these boys in the after-school program about these little boys. Hood fame. So this ain't nothing new to me. This ain't nothing new, homie. But everybody thought it was cool just last year. When Go Yayo was at home and he was going to the south side, going on this street, CJ Casino, they thought it was cool then. They were clapping, sitting back watching. But you gotta, who's a well-known popular rapper in the city who made a song talking about this death before this death happened. They robbed the Mexican cartel, homie.
Rules of engagement, you saying?
They robbed the Mexican cartel, homie.
Is part of it because it's from the hometown? Is that like insult to injury?
Well, I've been fighting against these young niggas and these same. I know the who killed him. So I've been fighting, not just fighting with, working with to help these same young niggas. Fighting for, and working with these same little group of little motherfuckers, homie. That's how I got hip to drill music. And with this little group of killers.
Pflugerville, Texas last year is back in the public spotlight. Pflugerville citizens
it's just like in the Gilly situation. When Gilly's son first got murdered, God showed compassion. My good friend Kareem Blitz is a very well influential community leader out of New York City. Me and him was on a live, and he was finna tear into Gilly. I got into it with my because I wouldn't let him do that when it initially happened.
Where am I?
So initially I showed compassion, didn't speak ill will or nothing. As months went on, once Gilly said what he said, once I extend my compassion and allow myself to be vulnerable, and you reject that, yo dead son, bitch ass, your mama too and the dog too, everything, because I don't allow myself to be vulnerable. No, nigga, you can't do me like that.
It's just tough for me to hear you talk like that, knowing you, how I know you.
Well,
I can't help but feel like
you can't hurt me. That's what I'm telling you, nigga. You can't.
I feel like it's sensationalism.
I can't say I'm sorry, and you don't accept my sorry. You hurt me.
That's wrong.
The apology. Y'all ain't mean to know that apology. Yeah, that's to make me feel better. But I don't like apologize. It don't feel good to apologize.
Nobody does.
It don't feel good to apologize.
Listen, you're essentially just admitting you're wrong.
You're leaving yourself to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're actually you're submitting to the nature of saying I'm wrong, and leaves you vulnerable. And for a motherfucker to say, you mother.
I feel good if it's received.
It feels great to receive, man. I forgive you. So you gotta think, homie. I caught a murder case when I was a kid, 14 years old. I literally got to meet my victim family in a transfer court hearing and hear these people say, "We forgive you." I got to hear a family say, we took the life of their family, we forgive you. I got to hear it, look it and see it, experience it. So I know what it's like to be forgiven. You better not forgive me. My woman, man, you better not, I'm sorry and you don't forgive me. We become enemies after that.
Facts.
But with a man that's doing so much community work, right?
I don't do community work no more. Community.
Okay.
He killed it.
When I do my comedy shows, I make it my business to go into the community to find a black restaurant, a black business, a black organization, a black mother, a black child, and I give directly to those people from my back end money. After that, the community. Let's go to the strip club. Let's go tip them hoes. Yeah, let's go bless who Jesus walked with. Them hoes. Let's take me to the strip. The community. I understand now. They say when you know better, you do better. It's much more better to sow into a hoe than it is to sow into a child. God will bless you more. Jesus walked with a hoe. He didn't walk with a child. And he was blessed for it.
Where did it change? Why did it change? Like, cause you definitely, I watch these videos of you, I've seen them, they pop up in the memories, right? We see the videos of you going to these town halls and having these conversations, and really, like, you can't get more passionate than you've been in these meetings and having these conversations.
This is what changed, and I want y'all to listen to me good. I was flown to Washington, D.C. because we was trying to get juvenile life without parole abolished in America. And so the Millen-Graham ruling had just came about. So I was working with the Campaign Fair Sentencing Review. I was part of a national organization that was called ICANN, Incarcerated Children Advocacy Network. So I was part of these two organizations based out of Washington, D.C. So we would meet every year for a national convening, and we would go up on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. and meet with like over 50 U.S. congressional members to get them to at least sign upon the bill. So
Stay quiet.
I noticed that prior to me joining this national organization, I never knew that children in America could get life without parole at 12 years old. So there's not many states that would do it, but Texas, Florida, is a state that would give a 12-year-old life without parole. So I never knew that existed. And until then, it was only 3 countries on planet Earth that would take a 12-year-old kid and give them life without parole. That was America, Sudan, and North Korea. So here I am going to Washington, D.C., and all of my homeboys, they done got 40 years because in the state of Texas, that's the maximum sentence of a juvenile is 40 years. So I see do 25 years, 28 years, 29 years, 30 years from crimes they committed when they was 12 years old. So once I got introduced to ICANN and the Campaign Fair Sentencing Review, told me, it blew my mind that a 12-year-old could receive a death sentence to die in prison.
Cold.
So, but one thing I noticed is they would fly all of us up, homie, from all around the country, people who had juvenile life without parole, people who had done a very lengthy sentences from when they was youth. They would fly us to Washington, D.C., and we would stay up there a week. They would put us up in the nicest hotels. We would be on Capitol Hill, and man, they would train us. They would give us the verbiage, the language. Man, they would give us the narratives, everything to go walk into these congressmen's office to get them to vote for us to abolish life without parole for juveniles in America. Mm-hmm. And I noticed once we went back home, we would leave. They would do a fundraiser. And we would go to this building that when you look outside the windows, you can see Capitol Hill, you can see DC, homie, it was a great view. And they would have all the lobbyist organizations that you can think of who would be in support of this bill. The NFL, homie, Starbucks, homie, it was so many people. So they would do a fundraiser. Our last night there, they would get all of our stories and they would tell our stories to a group of millionaires, a group of congressional members. And once they get through telling our stories, they would say, pull out your phones and y'all donate. And homie, I would watch these people raise millions of dollars because the Campaign for Sentencing of Youth, the Incarcerated Children Advocacy Network was all 501c3s. So I started paying attention and understanding the difference between a 501c3 and a 501c4. One of them is a nonprofit, one of them is a for-profit. And so I started noticing that when we go to Washington, D.C. every year, homie, when it's time to fly back home, they done raised all this money, but they're not helping us with our little small organizations back home. They're not helping us pay the parking fees that we done accumulated when we get back home. So we done spent a week up here, homie. So some people struggling to pay their phone bill. So I noticed they wasn't helping to empower and equip us to be better community leaders when we got back home. It was all for us to come up here and they raise money to pay their salaries, to pay their lights.
Off your story, off their back.
Yeah, homie. And they get the recognition. These are their careers. So I had my own nonprofit at the time, and so I was peeping game. And so this one particular time I was coming back from Washington, D.C., and at the time, there was a guy by the name of Bart LeBeau. Bart LeBeau was the executive director of the Annie Casey Foundation. And anybody familiar with the Annie Casey Foundation, they are a 501c4 who gives money to the 501c3s throughout America, based out of Washington, D.C. So you can't get a bigger grant than the Annie Casey Foundation. So at the time, Mr. LeBeau, Bart was the executive director. So his wife was doing she was doing a retreat in Louisiana, like right outside of Baton Rouge. So I flew from D.C., went to Baton Rouge and stayed at Bart's them house for a couple of days. And Bart is a former member of the Weather Underground, if you're familiar with those people, man, back in the 60s and the 70s. So he had this vast bookshelf of books on me. So I was just checking out all these books because I'm fascinated by books. And I saw this one book in particular that's called The Revolution Will Not Be Funded. So I grabbed that book, man, and Bart seen me grab it. And he told me I can have it. And this book that's called The Revolution Will Not Be Funded is written by the Women's Jewish Council. And the book, The Revolution Will Not Be Funded, it breaks down why, how, that we have nonprofit organizations in America. It's called the Nonprofit Industrial Complex. And so you wonder why so many black people, when they become successful, want a nonprofit. Well, in this book, it breaks down, the Jewish Council breaks down why nonprofits were created in America. Nonprofits were created to hinder and control social movements after the Civil Rights Movement. So that's why your churches are nonprofits, because they are now a controlled movement. So once I read that book, homie, and understood that book, there was no way I can continue trying to help my community with a 501c3. The revolution will not be funded. Why do you think it's so many black people with nonprofits and they rely on funding? A nonprofit is a poor beggar. You don't see black people trying to sell a 501c4. Everybody's going to a 501c3, including the church. Tax exemption. So when they created that, so when George Bush came along and George Bush created a national initiative that was called a faith-based initiative. This faith-based initiative allowed the church and state to get in bed with each other. And church and state is supposed to be separate based on the Constitution. Why do you think they have political meetings and let political candidates come to the church and speak at the church? That shouldn't be allowed. Church and state is supposed to be separate. So now, all of your black churches are now 501c3s who get tax exemption from the government. They can't even speak against the government. They'll lose their tax exemption status. So once I read that book, homie, it changed my whole outlook on we can't. Man, I don't need no 501c3, so I let my 501c3 go. The revolution will not be funded. So I looked out into the community, homie, and I started shaming the community to try to help me. I'm gonna call the police on you, bitch ass, for not giving me no money down here and y'all see me. So that's where it started from.
This is what time?
Shit, 2013, 2014, 2012. 2012 to be exact.
Wow.
So once I started reading this book, I started looking to the community. Malcolm X's biggest mistake, homie, is that he started out talking outside the community, how bad white people was doing this, the white blue-eyed devil. Once he took his real shahada, went to Mecca and came back, he started looking inward and started talking about going to the liquor store, treating women bad, prostitution. That's what got him killed. He started talking internally. Black people are happy long as you're talking externally about the white man, this, the white. But if you look internally, so I come looking internally based off the fact that we can't get no funding. These selling dope, these doing all this here, but all these non-profits and small community organizations in your community, ain't nobody helping them, nigga. They really trying to help kids, and I was really trying to help kids. I'm the old man Papa. He said, you might not want no money, but your kids do. You might be satisfied down here, nigga, helping people playing the humble, meek role. But your kids want some money, nigga. Them kids want to do some things. And nigga, that's when I snapped, homie. So I went and got the money. I left my city, went to LA and found me a job working with you. The same shit I was doing in my city. They wouldn't give me no grant funded. I went to California, Los Angeles, California, landed a job with Diamond Dale Adolescent Group Home, homie, my dream job. Got to work the night shift on that. I had to leave. So that's when I realized my kid needs some money. Because I'm a hero down there in the ghetto, everywhere else, but I come home, at home a hero ain't nothing but a sandwich.
What do you think was so different about the structure in California versus where you were before?
Because one thing about anywhere you from, anybody that's not where you from can easily come thrive where you're from. You can't thrive where you from because that's where you're from. You're limited because people know you, they know everything. So nigga, but a mother from outside where you from can come be supervisor, can come be manager. So nigga, I came from the outside and landed a great job. So that was the key. So I remember the old man telling me, and for a lot of people to be great, you gotta leave the city. For a lot of people to be great, homie, you gotta leave the city because the city ain't gonna let you be great, nigga. They remember when you wasn't great, so they gonna always try to remind you when you wasn't great. Your city gonna always try to remind you, man. I remember you was just old blue, man. You ain't Charleston White. They wanna remind you when you were blue.
That's how rappers get killed.
Yeah, absolutely, I 100%.
There's a scripture, homie, in the Bible that says a prophet has no honor. This is a biblical scripture that says a prophet has no honor in their own hometown. You're not welcome in your own home, especially if you're great. That's why great gotta go to an out-of-state. Gotta get away from home. They will never see you great at home. Once you leave and come back, then they recognize the great. But they got to let other people see it.
Absolutely. Now, there's a lot of people criticize you. Again, I pay attention to these certain things, and hear me out on this one. They say that, you know, Charleston has attacked the rappers and they're starting to look like the rappers, right? There's a fan base out there. Your fan base is incredible. You don't feel, because of how passionate you are you afraid of losing them, or do you even want to speak to this supporter base anymore? Do you care about them, or have you moved on? And do you feel like you've turned into the rapper?
Oh yeah, I didn't turn into the rapper. But I'm the yapper. I'm talking with no beat, And I ain't making my words rhyme, but I'm doing the same thing. And just like the rapper, we all trying to look like the player. See, that's what they forget. The rapper have never been at the forefront of the trends. The rapper have always followed the trends. It's always been the street, the players, the pimps, and the max that set the trend. So, yeah, I'm mimicking the players. But my granddaddy and them was a player. They had watches and rings and gold chains. My granddaddy was a Mac. My uncle was a pimp. So now I ain't mimicking no motherfucking rapper. We're all submerged into this culture. And part of this culture is no matter if you play football, if you drive a forklift, if you drive Uber, you want your watch with some diamonds in it. You want you a pinky ring. You want you a necklace. You want you some earrings. And if you from the South, you sure want some diamonds in your teeth. This is Southern tradition. So I ain't trying to look like no motherfucking rapper. Rapper wear skinny jeans. I'm adhering to the dress code of a player. Watches, rings, chains, and watches and things. Yeah, no, I come up other ism. So now, men just trying to look fly. And it's always been like that. The player always had him a chain or two, a bracelet and a watch and a ring, and had a certain kind of look. So now I'm a real live mother.
But you don't miss that portion of you?
I'm living it. Let me just say this, my nigga. If any know what a player is, I'm living a player's dream. Traveling across country, state to state, city to city. I'm in a club different every night around beautiful women, throwing money, having money. Nigga, I'm really living a player's motherfucking dream, nigga. Niggas will die for this. Niggas so dope for this. Went to the penitentiary for this, and Big Meech and them done 20, 30 years for this. I'm doing this shit off talking, conversation. Man, it's a player's dream, man. I'm resting and dressing. Man, I'm getting booked just to talk. Man, it's a player's dream. State to state, city to city. I ain't following nobody's rules but the ones I set. I wake up in some states and go to bed in another. Homie, it's a player's dream. Can talk that shit about man want to go in with one. Man, it's a player's motherfucking dream, my nigga.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Danza. Just one of the many faces of the machine known as the Danza Project. Please do me a favor if you rock with us. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn those notifications on. We appreciate you. Salute.
This
I need some. Yeah. Go ahead, Slate. They got some real Hollywood shit.
Continue to play.
Bye, guys. Coming, Mark. Take one.
Texas has 2 more.
Oh, nigga, we in nigga Wood. This nigga Hollywood.
ATL Wood.
Yeah, no, this nigga, man, fuck Tyler Perry. We got a nigga over here that got his own shit. Yeah, no, nigga, we got a nigga over here operating like nigga. Yeah, this nigga Hollywood. Yeah, fuck Black Hollywood. This nigga Hollywood. Man, it's a nigga called, it's the location in Atlanta, my nigga. Yeah. Tyler Perry went somewhere else. But now, niggas is welcome over here. Niggas ain't welcome at Tyler Perry shit. You got to be black and he got white writers. He ain't got nigga writers. That's why that shit be so fucked up and the 2 pages look ugly on the motherfucking shit. Yeah, no, it's some more shit over here, dog. Yeah, no, at the location in Atlanta. The spirit of Dick Gregory is in here when I walked in, homie. I ain't bullshitting. You go look on the wall. Dick Gregory said we get to rewrite the narrative and change the narrative with our own microphones and cameras. We just gotta cut them on. Shit, that was the last message he told the young niggas before he died. Nigga, we the media. We write our own media, nigga. We write this narrative. So nah, man, this some more shit. That nigga come over here and said, cut.
So, explain the difference between Charleston White, the man, and Charleston White, the character.
Charleston White, the man, is a very respectful person in real life. That's why when people say, man, when he run into the rappers, he switch up. Well, in real life, man, I'm way more polite, respectful, mountable, and I love black people. Yeah, I love the good and the bad about black people, homie. I just know how to separate the two. The man online hate everything. White people, Asian people, black people, gangbangers. The man online is very disrespectful. The man online is trying to be a rapper without making the words rhyme and having a beat. Because I understood, the man Charleston understood for Charleston White as a man to be effective in working with youth and trying to get a message across, he got to compete with the rap lyrics, the personas of the rappers, and the image of the streets. So that's my competition as a father. That's my competition as a youth athlete. That's my competition as a mentor. That's my competition if I was coaching football. As a coach, I know when my players leave my field, or I know when my students leave my class. Nigga, they influenced by rappers, thugs, street gangsters, pimps, hustlers, because we glorify that in our communities. In Charleston, the man is a father first. He ain't no hood nigga. So as a father, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be in my children's life, including being a hoe ass nigga like snitching. I'm willing to be a hoe ass nigga so I can stay in my son's life. I'm willing to feel less than a man and sometimes kiss my baby mama's ass so I can keep the peace and remain in my children's life. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes, jump through whatever hoops that I gotta jump through to remain a father. So that's my position as a man. On the internet, I didn't know what to do, nigga, so I just mimicked the rappers. I just couldn't rhyme and rap. So I used the same rhetoric. I used the same kind of imagery to captivate the minds of the youth.
This should help.
Okay. So, on most of your interviews, is it 100% the character talking, or is it the actual man? Does it ever make an appearance?
Nah, I never.
I can't get away.
I've never brought the man to the internet. So, nigga, when I got my light bill notice and it says, this is your last notice, we cutting the lights out Friday, I didn't read that letter online. I put that letter to the side and come online and talk shit, cause I can't pay my light bill. But I ain't saying, nigga, this is why I'm frustrated today, cause I can't pay the lights. I'm just using this platform to voice my frustration and not hold it in. And in the process, I would pick on niggas who would say something. So I don't know who to talk about unless you get in the comment section and say something. I don't know nobody. I don't know what to say until somebody say something about me. Other than that, I'm just online saying, fuck you, bitch ass nigga, you hoe ass nigga shooting up the neighborhood. So I'm just saying bitch ass nigga, and niggas start making themselves the bitch ass niggas. So I never said any names. It wasn't until a nigga say my name. And so yeah, no, I never had a target. I just had broad statements I was making. See what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, you bitch ass nigga running down there, you shoot up the neighborhood, but you hoe ass nigga go to jail and go sharing bowls, nigga, kiss the white man ass. So I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know a nigga offended till he let me know he offended. But for the most part, I'm just talking to the culture. And then I would say shit that, nigga, you niggas don't know what it's like to stand up and watch him die. Nigga, when I was a kid, nigga, I know what it's like to watch niggas ain't nothing like me. So shit, nigga, you niggas killed niggas. So I was using the rhetoric, homie, that we embracing the culture, and brought it back to the culture. So basically what I was doing, in the beginning, I was just holding the mirror up to our culture. And once I realized I started getting people's attention, I started seeing shit, nigga, I can create character to control imagery, right? So it's like hip hop is a mind controlling tool that's used, right, by the powers that be, but it uses imagery. Confucius once said, he who controls images controls minds. So our children's minds are being controlled by gangster images. And that started with us being kids. So gangsterism was never promoted before us. So I was born in 1977. In the 70s, you had the black exploitation era. You had Superfly, you had the Mac. So you had all these movies, homie, that propagated and promoted pimps, prostitution, gangsters. Then they came with prison movies. And then with Penitentiary 1, Penitentiary 2, Penitentiary 3 of a character by the name of Too Sweet. And Too Sweet was a little old yellow handsome nigga with a fro and could fight like a motherfucking prison. And I remember when I first saw Penitentiary 1, all my uncles had been to prison. All my mama's male cousins. So every man in my family has been to prison. And I've never heard nobody come back from prison and say anything bad about it. So I grew up believing going to prison was a part of manhood for a black boy. So nigga, when I was in the 5th grade, me and my friends used to talk about what we was gonna do when we got to prison. We was already trying to get our walk down packed. Cause we believed going to prison what made a nigga a man. And I wanted to be a man like Uncle Wayne. Not only going to prison, having a watch. Nigga, cause granddaddy and them had watches. Granddaddy and them had a pinky ring. Granddaddy and them had a chain. So nigga, I wanted all those elements because I thought that's what made a nigga a man. And I never seen a black man get up and go to work. I've always seen mama, grandmama and them, and aunties. So growing up, my nigga, I never seen a black man go to work. So I didn't know black people were black men work. I thought it was just women work. I saw niggas that laid around, that were cool and fly in the streets, and they was players. They wake up at a certain time, go in that mirror, get clean, put on them fresh clothes, earn their clothes, clean they all-star, spray Jerry curl juice in their Jerry curl, and go outside and be players and max. I thought that's what the black life was about for a man. So that's what I went after, homie. So when I came to the internet, nigga, I understood that Dolomite was a character, Tupac was a character, Eazy-E was a character, Ice Cube was a character, but nigga, you couldn't have told me at 15 years old that Tupac wasn't really Tupac. You couldn't have made me believe, nigga, when I was breaking windows and stealing cars, that Ice Cube wasn't no real gangster. I grew up believing that. So imagery played a big part in me creating a character online to try to get everybody's attention. And I was doing a lot of youth advocacy work. So at the time, homie, we was working on getting juvenile life without parole abolished in America. And wouldn't nobody join in, homie. So when people realized that at that time, nigga was 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds who was committing crimes in America who was being sentenced to life without parole, meaning they would go die in prison. And nobody seemed to care. So nigga, motherfuckers started caring until I started cussing out rappers.
Got you. So when you spoke on Julio's mom not being a good parent, was that the man talking? Like, what does the man think about that?
The man don't know the woman to speak on it. That's the character talking in response to her doing interviews. Because in my mind, the man would say, no real mother would be anxious to do an interview after giving her son. She needs time to mourn and heal. And she's not delivering a message to the youth. She said that she's gonna let his music legacy live on. And his whole music legacy was just some dead children who they had some involvement in killing. So the man would not even speak on the woman because I don't know her. But the character would because I got paid to speak on her. It's my job to speak on it now. I get paid. So nigga, you don't take you to work, nigga. You go to work and you follow a standard operating procedure that they give you. When you clock in at work, they don't want to know what you think as an individual. They want to know what you think as an employee. So yeah, so that's the difference.
Okay. So I've been seeing you hanging out with YSL Woody. Man,
yeah.
What linked y'all up?
I got paid to link up with him. Yeah, I got paid 5 figures. Shit. I got paid 5 motherfucking figures to hook up with him. But I had already met him by way of his manager, who used to be my publicist, a good friend of mine by the name of Angel. So Angel started managing Woody. So she had already been trying to get us together. And I said, man, I don't want to do nothing with that nigga, because he a real killer. Despite what y'all saying, nigga, that nigga a real motherfucking killer, and he dangerous. And he a violent motherfucking killer.
Shit, you look like you was having a good time.
I was, but he's no, he ain't killing, homie. He's walking in redemption. So you heard him say, I go to church every Sunday. You see him in the community getting money back, you know, he helping the youth. So I told her I ain't want to do nothing with no nigga that's upholding the street culture. Nigga, he broke the street culture, nigga, he's testifying. He showed me that he's smarter than what everybody think he is, because one of the first rules I learned about the streets is there's no honor amongst thieves. So I'm not honorable amongst a bunch of thieves. I'm gonna tell her to get out of jail, nigga, to get back to my mama, because there's no honor. It's no honor. So how am I gonna get in this game and think that we all gonna be loyal when the mafia ain't loyal to each other? We don't know now group from BMF to Rayford Edmonds. We don't know no group have remained complete loyal to each other, not even YSL. So why would I be a fool, nigga, to hurt my mom and my kids to uphold these street codes? Come on, my nigga. When ain't now, nigga, go come see me. My brother just come home from doing 31 years in prison. I got out in 1998 out of the boys' home. So from 98 till 2 years ago, as much as I've been going to go see my brother, I've never seen the homies in the visitation room. I ain't never seen the homies, nigga, put money on the books like mama, the girl, and grandmama do. So why would I be loyal to something that ain't loyal to us? So nigga, fuck being loyal. Nigga, be loyal to what's loyal to you, nigga, and it ain't the homies.
So would your advice be like to YSL Woody to tell him Young Thug?
He already told. My advice to any nigga like Woody. Woody was a real shooter. Nigga, the shooters be the crash out homies who we play like we love. And when they crash out, nigga, he don't ball like the rest of them niggas. So that was part of the reason why nigga tell on you, homie. Nigga, I'm killing for you niggas, homie. You niggas caught. Did y'all hear him testify, say when they shot up that man barbershop? He didn't ask no question. He just said, come on. That's how they do the shooters. And then when the shooters crash out, nigga, my nigga was a real nigga, but you ain't making sure he got no real ass lawyer.
I think I can make it.
Thug, the only one with a real lawyer, homie. Rest of them niggas struggling and striving for some shit, man. Give me them 15-year probation. Most niggas ain't gonna make 15-year probation, but you go take it when you got a bullshit lawyer. So even Woody had a bullshit lawyer, homie. That's why he got immunity. So, nah, homie, my advice is, nigga, be loyal to what's loyal to you. Yeah, be loyal to what's loyal to you, nigga. But nah, I advocate telling. If you ain't got no money, tell on nigga ass, man, you get out there fast with no money if you just know some information. Them people want information. You ain't got to have no money sometimes. You got the right information, nigga, they'll open the door right now. You can get in trouble right now, and then people stop you and say, just tell me something, we'll let you go. And they'll let you go, you got the right information. So just go to the barbershop and hang out sometime and listen about some street shit. And if you ever get in trouble, just bring up them barbershop conversation and tell the detective. And you might get you a quick bump.
Nice.
So you think Young Thug, he deserved to go to prison?
No. I don't think he deserved to go to prison. I think he done suffered enough to where he'll come out a different man. Yeah. I think he'll come out a different man.
Man, I saw in an interview where you said you wasn't proud to be black. Like, what was the reasoning behind that?
I'm proud to be a nigga. But for what black folks have done, nigga, for the last 50 years, we ain't got nothing to be proud of. Nigga, we coming in after the civil rights generation. Nigga, the slaves got out of slavery. That's something to be proud of. And when they got out of slavery, nigga, they almost surpassed white people in just a short amount of time. By the 1920s, homie, we was a vibrant race of people. And we was married with families intact. We come along after the civil rights movement, nigga, and black people have declined. So what is there to be proud of, homie, other than niggas killing niggas in rap music? I'm proud as a man, homie. I'm a proud father, but I ain't no proud black man. Niggas almost shameful to be black.
You serious?
Dead motherfucker serious. When I look in the mirror, nigga, I'm proud of me, but my race as a black man, nigga, I don't raise that fist up out of because I'm proud to be black, nigga. I ain't black and proud, nigga. I'm a proud, ignorant nigga. So that's why I say nigga. Nigga.
Okay, so name some stand-up black people. Like stand-up. You don't know none?
Not personally. I know some stand-up fathers.
I have to watch myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some niggas that get shitted on because they poor, but they some good daddies, my nigga.
Okay.
Yeah. See, black people idolize and worship celebrities.
It's clear.
Black people don't worship a nigga with a warehouse job that's paying child support every week and his car break down sometime and he ain't got no cyber truck. Black people don't worship that nigga. They don't clap for no nigga who just got his CDL. They clap for a nigga that's going to the league. So you tell me something since 1964 that black people have accomplished that we can be proud of collectively and stand before the world and stick our chests out. The rest of the world is laughing at us for our accomplishments.
How you feel about Obama being the president? That's not an accomplishment.
Obama had a white mama. Who told you he was black?
So he ain't black.
Your daddy don't make you black, your mindset do.
Okay.
So if you're black and you're raised with a white family, do you think black?
Nah.
My mother was a foster parent. So I had cousins who my aunt lost rights to them. And one of them was adopted by a white family. Them white people didn't know to put grease in her hair, so she had wingworms. How does she know how do white people teach you your culture? So how you gonna be black? You got a white grandmama, a white mama, and a white racist grandfather. And you're not raised with black people. So you think Obama black? He wasn't raised with black people, so how did he learn to be black? He never got to meet his African daddy side of the family. He been with white people all his life. Don't you know you can put a baby with wolves and the baby will grow up thinking it's a wolf? Come on now. Y'all think Obama was black because they gave y'all a skin color. Just like this Indian woman whose daddy's Jamaican, who daddy left them when she was a baby. So your mind said, I think, therefore I am. So whatever you think, that's what you are. Obama never claimed black. Obama dated white women all throughout his life until he started getting into politics. And the only reason he started dating Michelle because it was gonna help him in politics. She found the little mixed breed white boy and she made him black. Because she from the south side of Chicago. So nigga, he didn't become black till he met his wife. That's why he was picked to be president. America would never put a slave baby in the White House, never. A full black American would never sit in the seat of commander-in-chief because he's always looked upon as a slave.
How you feel about this, the Sandra Madison situation?
I think black people is even further more shamed because ain't nobody died from now police shooting. We watched that woman get killed and murdered. Who done went and killed the white boy? So I don't get involved. I don't give a damn about Sandra Madison. Cause ain't nobody gonna die behind her. Ain't nobody gonna die behind her, nigga. They keep killing her. They killed Tamir Rice, nigga. So how the fuck y'all? I'm still stuck on Tamir Rice. A 12-year-old little boy, my nigga, playing in the park by himself. And the police kill him within a minute after getting out the car. And when his little 15-year-old sister run to try to help him, they slam her on the ground, put her in handcuffs. Somebody supposed to die behind that shit, nigga. So I don't want to hear shit from black people. They're a bunch of cowards. Do you know what we have to do as black people to look at Shonda Macy get killed, feel what we feel, and we don't do nothing? You have to tap into your coward side of your nature, black man. Just like when the white boy used to come in and fuck you in front of you, that's what he doing. You mean to tell me out of all the Muslims, all these religious organizations, homie, she was killed for calling on God. Where are these religious people at, my nigga? Nobody, no religion, every religious person in the world should be standing up, defending, man, come on, homie. And ain't no police station is burnt down. Nobody has done nothing. So why y'all talking about it? Y'all sat and watched it and I ain't done shit, nigga. So I ain't seen it. I hadn't looked at it. I didn't see George Floyd die. Why would I look at that shit, nigga? And it's gonna evoke and convict something in me. How can you watch this shit and not act on it? And you feel what you feel. Black man, you act on your feelings with everything else. How can you watch this woman be killed for saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and nobody is hurt for this? So nah, I ain't with black. That's why I'm ashamed of being black, my nigga.
So what you suggest, like what's the solution?
Go kill her in a Go find a white woman grocery shopping like that white boy did in Buffalo. Go sit and pray with some white people, and after y'all get through praying, like that boy Dylan Roof did. Until the end, nigga, because I understand, my nigga, that nothing changes until we start spilling blood. So I don't get into that shit, my nigga. I let y'all do that shit. I let y'all fake like y'all curl and ain't gonna do nothing. So I don't curl. I don't give a fuck about it, nigga, because if I start curling, nigga, I'm gonna crash out. So I don't look at it, I don't put my feelings involved because, nigga, I got to be a coward to feel this and not do nothing. Not at least go rob a white store, go find a bunch of white boys. Let's just, nigga, come on now. Or find out who that police or family is and let's go get one of their family members. So, nah, nigga. That's what we should be doing, nigga. When they one up, we supposed to 3 of them.
Would you be willing to do that yourself?
Yeah, I did. That's why I was labeled homicidal and suicidal by my local police department.
New details have emerged in the
Yeah, I was picked up by my local police department, nigga, because my homeboy's son killed a high-ranking police officer, and they killed my homeboy's son, and I was ready to die, nigga. I went and held security for the family by my motherfucking self. I bagged the car up in the driveway. I had all my guns and my bullets because the police was threatening that family. You know that when you kill a police officer, they make you disappear. They don't tell you nothing about their family. You don't even hear no people speak on Gavin Long or Makai Johnson, but y'all worry about Shonda Mason. You don't hear no rappers giving no shout out to Makai Johnson and Gavin Long. They laid their life down for it. They wouldn't kill police officers for us, being the black. Y'all don't even wear t-shirts with them niggas' name on them, my nigga. Nigga don't even mention them. So you goddamn right I would, cause when I was ready to do it, nigga, didn't nobody join in with me. And when them white folks saw wasn't nobody ride with me, nigga, they kidnapped me and put me in a mental institution and made me disappear under the Sandra Bland Act. So when I got out that mental institution, I said, nah, I ain't with that shit, homie. I don't want to give my life away for a bunch of black people that ain't gonna do nothing for me if they do something to me. Man, motherfucker, man, nah, nigga. So nah, I was ready at one point in time, and I came to my motherfucking senses. So now I back to blue. Yeah, I back to motherfucking blue, nigga.
So basically, you okay with Trump's 100% immunity law that he's trying to pass?
Yeah, I am. Because black folks are stupid. They're 100% with defunding the police. And if you defund the police, they're gonna create private police forces, nigga, that don't have to adhere to your constitutional rights. That's why when club hire security, they can kill you with no retribution. Private police cannot adhere to the same police. So black, yeah, you right, goddamn right I'm with full immunity of the police. Cause niggas cannot come in with full immunity with no snitching. Y'all get niggas full immunity with no snitching. And y'all get refuge to a nigga who done I remember when that baby got really small. Didn't nobody in Atlanta turn that nigga in. Y'all gave him refuge in the community. Y'all gave him refuge where he can hide in the community after 2-year-old baby in Lenox Mall around Christmas time. Nobody gave him up. And I only heard one person speak on it, that was Jermaine Dupri. So y'all get the killers and the molesters and the rapists. Y'all gave R. Kelly full immunity for a long time. White folks had to go get him. And you still got black people hollering free R. Kelly. Lil Boost. So y'all get these niggas full immunity. If nothing else, nigga, we don't see the police shoot a nigga with a work uniform on. When last time you seen the police shoot a nigga with a hard hat, work boots with concrete on it and dirty? Nah, they don't shoot them kind of niggas. Come on now. So you goddamn right, I'm with full immunity for the police.
So who you feel like the black leaders is right now?
It ain't none.
It ain't none?
Nobody's following nobody. We don't have any more leaders, homie. Everybody's afraid to be the leader because the leaders get killed. Every leader get killed. So why you think we ain't got no more leaders, nigga? Don't nobody want to die? Cause guess what? Nigga, when they kill us, we cry for one day, we might ride. We might burn down some buildings, we might burn some cars, but we ain't gonna kill nobody. Nigga, nigga, if somebody hurt me, I want some people to die behind me, my nigga. I want some motherfucker to die if something happened to me. So there's no leaders, my nigga. And I ain't trying to be now. I don't want to be no leader, huh?
Why not?
I don't want to die.
You don't want to die? You like the life you living now?
Nigga, I like air.
Yeah.
What feel good to breathe? I don't know what it's like to die, nigga, so I don't want to die. Nigga, I love life. And I don't love black people more than I love life. And neither do black people.
Right.
Don't nobody want to die for the people, my nigga. Nobody.
So, Michael Rubin just spoke on black people not too long ago. He said he hate like that black people hate on other black people.
Nobody should be listening to Michael Rubin that's black. His voice don't matter to us. Fuck what he said.
The man believed to be responsible for multiple stranglings in East Texas is finally
his voice don't matter to no real black people, my nigga. Our mothers and our grandmothers and them, he only matter to the hip hop celebrities.
36-year-old Kelsey Kayo.
That's it. That man bought a sports company. How the fuck he get over here with all these celebrities? And how do he have such a voice amongst our people? Jay-Z did all. How did he have such a voice with all our people, honey? That shit is weird to me. A white man don't have no opinion of me about it. That it gets my ear. I'm not even gonna click on a Michael Rubin's interview with black people. I don't want to hear shit no motherfucking white boy got to say about no nigga. And he's over the niggas. They have to go to his party. They have to go to his party and wear what he say wear.
Would you pull up at one of them?
Yeah, I pull up at one of them. Nigga, I want to be a motherfucker. Nigga, I want to party with them Kardashian hoes too. Nigga, I'm gonna come in there with them whites with that white linen suit, nigga, with no drawers on, with that nigga dick print. Nigga, I'm gonna be I know what to do. Nigga, Massacre and let you into the house. Massacre and let the slave nigga into the big house. Man, they got us over here because they want that nigga dick. That's the only reason they having them parties. When them white hoes get to have action with them basketball, nigga, football, nigga, that's all that's for, my nigga. Cause the white, they like that. So other than that, no, that's a once in a year party. And that's when the white girls and everybody with the no faces on the mask get to come fuck the good nigga. Cause everybody wants that nigga dick. So yeah, that's all that. But yeah, I mean fucking Kardashian too, nigga. I mean that.
So since you've been having this level of fame, have you messed with any celebrities?
Nigga, I don't kiss and tell. Yeah, no, I don't kiss and tell. But no, hell no.
Look, yeah, he have. I know he have. Yeah. He done got one on.
Yeah, 2 of them, nigga, but I ain't gonna say.
Yeah. No, don't say. Don't say.
Because I want to do it again.
Okay, yeah.
This motherfucker jamming too. Lil Woody, my new favorite rapper. Everything these niggas wanna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, he everything these niggas wanna be. He just broke one of the rules. And I know nigga done broke a bunch of the rules. He just broke one rule. And he trying to correct his mistake. How you go? Yeah, come on, my nigga. Yeah, and he the retarded slow nigga. So you can't fault him, nigga, man. No, he really the retarded slow nigga. Man, most people don't know, and they probably do know. But man, that nigga had a shootout with his baby in his hand.
Really?
That nigga had a handgun and other people had AR. That nigga sat his baby down and came back and went to shoot. That nigga my hero. That nigga my hero. He the new nigga superhero. Because he doing all this out of loyalty, nigga, at a default, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doing this all out of loyalty for a default. So that nigga he's the epiphany of what every street nigga wanna be as a rapper. So yeah, so he rapping now. And he one of my new top 5 favorite rappers.
Shit, I don't recall.
Yeah.
Who your top 5 like favorite comedians?
Richard Pryor, Ma Mabel, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, and Robin Harris.
Yeah. Where you measure up to like all the top social
Dolomite.
media
I gotta
guys?
say Dolomite. Oh, you say where do I measure up at?
Yeah, like Casanat, KSI, Adam 22.
I'm bigger than all them niggas. Kai probably, homie, let me just say this. If they leave me alone and let me operate my social media platforms, homie, I've had over 20 Instagram accounts deleted since the pandemic. And all of them are deleted at 200,000 or more. Homie, I would be at 10 million followers if they didn't delete my accounts. If they didn't shadow ban me, homie, I would be bigger, way bigger than them niggas. But because I'm so polarizing for the ignorant po niggas, so I'm for the niggas, so that's why they can't let the ignorant nigga be what I'm trying to be. And they give me opportunity to clean it up, and I won't clean up for my people. Because nigga, I'm a gift to the people. So if I change up, nigga, the people lose this kind of representation of what I've been able to do. Yeah. And I don't have no help. Yeah. So all of my money, homie, no, none of my money come from white people. All my money come from doing business with black people along the chitlin circuit.
What?
I hadn't got a sponsorship deal. I hadn't got nothing from. All my money have come off the backs of black people, homie. Yeah.
So,
They're gone for now.
do you really care, like, if people hate you or love you or not?
Cause I come from a loving home. You only care if you're not loved, homie, if you didn't get the love out the home. Nigga, I was a nurtured child. I was a breastfed baby. Nigga, I was a kid who had his own room in the 2nd grade. Nigga, my mama made breakfast. Nigga, you had lunch, you had sandwiches for lunch. And when mama went to work at night, you had a dinner that was prepared when you came home from school. So, I felt unloved from my father growing up. The absence of a father. So the absence of a father leaves a child feeling unloved, unwanted, and shit like that. So I tried to supplement that by joining the gang as a kid. Nigga, once I learned to love the man in the mirror, love thyself, nigga, I don't need nothing outside of that bustin' pussy.
Shit. Get away.
Yeah, nigga, yeah, nigga, loving thyself. Nigga, shit. So, and then when you have kids, nigga, the love from them kids, nigga, the world can hate you. And when you walk through the door, your daughter saying, Daddy, 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 and you just went to the mailbox and you only been gone 10 minutes, and she's so excited to see you again after you been gone. Nigga, that kind of love surpasses the world love. So yeah, nah, nigga, I want to be hated. I came to be hated. That's why the character is so vilified. I came because I wanted to be hated, because I watched black people love Michael Jackson, only to turn on Mike. I watched black people love Whitney Houston, only to turn on Whitney. I watched black people love R. Kelly. So black people love you only to end up hating you. So I wanted to reverse that. Make them hate you and they'll end up loving you, because there's a thin line between love and hate. It's a very thin line between love and hate. And black people switch on you quickly, hurt their feelings, and they'll hate you. You don't have to do nothing to black people, but you can disagree with a black person, they'll start to hate you. You can choose an opposite political party, and black people will hate you for that. So I don't want that kind of love, because the love is not, it don't sustain you. Now black people love. We don't have real love, because we don't know love. We ain't seen a nigga love our mamas. How we learn how to love women? We never seen a man love our mama. So how can you reciprocate loving a woman when you never seen a man love your mama? Where you get your love learning from? How you learn how to love a woman? Who taught you that? Nobody. So nigga, we don't know no motherfucking love, nigga. So I look for respect.
Gotcha. So I see personally that it's real life substance within the character. It's like, is that on purpose, or is that like synced in with who the man is?
Oh, it's on purpose. Because when I used to have my shirt tail tucked in, I didn't wear ball caps. I wore like the old business kind of hats. I had the bow tie, and I never cussed. That ain't what these people want, and I really wanted to get the message out. So it's like wrapping the medicine in the candy. So I intentionally did that. Because you trying to teach black people how stupid they really are. I'm trying to show black people that they are not smart. That's why we don't have any economic programs. That's why we don't have a bunch of black banks. That's why we don't have a black airport. That's why we don't have a black grocery store. So I want to show black people we really dumb and stupid. And we don't know what we think we know. We don't know law. We talk politics every day, but if you ask the average black person, what are the 3 functions of the government? Nigga can't name them. Executive, judicial, they can't name that shit. Well, what function do they perform? So, nigga, I'm trying to show black people, man, nigga, you got a high school education. You one of the dumbest people in the world with your high school education, because you're miseducated in school. School is where indoctrination starts. That's why you only know Dr. King during Black History Month, and you don't know about Marcus Garvey. So yeah, so I wanted to do that, to reshape the culture.
So you done identified several ways that, you know, black people as a whole is failing. Like, is it